First, let's start off with our okra. Now our okra is freshly washed. Now all we need to do is cut off the nubs on the top of the okra. As I do that, I'm going to go ahead and place our okra into a bowl. And we're using about 1 pound of okra for this particular dish. Once all of the tops are cut off, we're going to go ahead and add in some distilled vinegar. Give that a stir to make sure everything is coated and set that aside for half an hour to soak. Now in a medium-sized bowl, add in 1 cup of rice milk, half a cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of basil, garlic, and pine nut mixture, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and half a teaspoon of no salt. Go ahead and give that a nice whisk, and then add in half a teaspoon of baking powder. Continue whisking until everything is thoroughly combined, and then set aside our wet mixture. Now the half an hour is up, so let's go ahead and strain our okra and get them ready to put them into the oven. Now we need our wet mixture. And into this bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add in some whole wheat panko crumbs, and we're going to use that for our dredge. Go ahead and place your okra into the wet mixture, and then place it into the whole wheat panko crumbs. And once it is coated, go ahead and place it onto your baking sheet. Now continue to do this with the rest of the okra until everything is ready to be baked. Once we have all of our okra onto our baking sheet, we're going to go ahead and place that into an oven that has been preheated to 400 degrees. There we go. Now we're going to bake these for 40 minutes. Next, I need our baby red skin potatoes. I'm going to open the bag, and I'm going to remove about 12 to 14 of the medium-sized baby reds. Next, I want to go ahead and quarter our potatoes and place those into a bowl. Now, once all of your baby red skin potatoes are quartered and placed into your bowl, you're going to go ahead and get some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to drizzle that onto my red skin potatoes and add in 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and then about 1/4 cup of Walden Farms original barbecue sauce. You can use whatever barbecue sauce you happen to prefer. Stir everything until all of your potatoes are completely coated, and then we're going to head out to the grill. Now I've already got our grill going and it's nice and smoking. We're going to go ahead and add on our potatoes. We're going to spread everything out so it's one nice even layer and allow the barbecue sauce to begin to caramelize onto our potatoes. And as we cook our potatoes, go ahead and turn those to make sure that all of our sides are thoroughly grilled. Go ahead and add on some more of your barbecue sauce as you cook your potatoes. And once your potatoes are done, go ahead and place those back into your bowl. And then we're going to head into the kitchen. Now I'm going to drizzle on some more of our barbecue sauce, as well as sprinkling on some nutritional yeast. Stir to make sure that everything is thoroughly coated, and then set those aside. Now in a pan over a medium-high heat, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of vegan butter. And we're going to allow that butter to go ahead and completely melt. And once your butter is melted, add in your morel mushrooms. I'm using about 1.5 cups of morels. Add on some pepper and no salt for taste. And I'm going to also add on some more of our basil, garlic, and pine nut mixture. Now go ahead and stir your mushrooms and allow those to cook. Now, once your morel mushrooms are thoroughly cooked through, go ahead and place those into another bowl and set that aside. Now, in a small bowl, add approximately 2 tablespoons of stone ground mustard, 1/4 cup honey, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. Go ahead and whisk all of that together, and then add in 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Go ahead and whisk once again and make sure that everything is emulsified. Go ahead and set this aside. Now it's time to remove our baked okra from the oven, and they look perfectly cooked.
Now I'm going to show you a quick quarantine cocktail to go with Mark's meal. I'm going to slice a half an orange into equally width slices. Those are then going to get cut in half again. Now I'm going to place those into our pitcher. I'm going to add an entire bottle of California sangria to the orange slices and let them swim around a bit. Next, I'm going to add 1 cup of Fuji apple sparkling water and give it a good stir. After I allow it to chill for a while in the refrigerator, it's time to pour our glasses of sangria. I'm going to garnish each of our glasses with a half of orange slice. It's a pretty simple and quick recipe, and I can't wait to try it. There you go.
Those drinks look fantastic, but I need to get this dish put together. So I'm going to start off with a nice bed of arugula. Into that, I'm going to add some diced red onion that we had in the refrigerator, along with some slivered pieces of strawberry. On top of that, I'm going to add our grilled baby red skin potatoes. And follow that up with our morel mushrooms. I think Tricia's going to love this dish. Now I'm going to add on some of our baked okra. And then I'm going to drizzle the entire dish with some of our honey mustard dressing. Lastly, I'm going to add on some saffron to give a little bit more earthiness to the dish. And now it's time to present this dish to Tricia. All right, honey. I'm ready for you to taste everything.
I'm excited.
I took all 3 ingredients. I took the okra. I took the baby potatoes, or little red potatoes. And I took your other ingredient, those delicious
The morel mushrooms.
And I made something I think turned out fantastic.
All right, well, let's try it. I can't wait.
I'm going to grab it out real quick. Tricia has not seen this. Swear.
Oh my goodness. That looks, oh my gosh, that looks incredible.
Thank you.
I can't wait to try it.
So as you can see, there's some of the morel mushrooms on there. Got the potatoes that I did on the grill. Did the okra in the oven. So I did some baking, and I did some grilling.
And sauteing, it looks
And
like.
sauteing. So, and then also I have some of the
Vegan
vegan ranch, which has vegan mayo in it. So, And if you can look really closely right here,
Oh,
I added
see
a little
saffron on the mushrooms. Oh my gosh, this is going to be amazing.
a little touch of saffron.
Okay, are we ready to dig in?
Okay, so what do you want to try first?
Well, actually, let's get
let's have a toast.
Let's have a toast to using our quick made sangria here.
Mm-hmm.
So to a yummy meal and a challenge that I'm sure Mark prevailed at. That's good.
Very good.
Very refreshing.
Very good. Now, I like sweet stuff, so it does have some sweetness in there, which is awesome. I'm going to set mine over here by yours.
Okay.
Now, if you'll notice, I don't know if you saw, have some strawberries in there too.
I do see. All right.
So do you want to try this first, or do you want to try one of these?
All right.
You want to try a mushroom. This one,
Yeah.
I did especially for you.
Why?
I put some saffron on it.
Honey, you outdid yourself.
No, Sean from Walmart. Sean challenged me to do something with morels.
Those are really good.
So Sean,
What kind of dressing do you have on
there's some
those?
morels in there.
Or sauce?
It is a dressing sauce, whichever you want to call it. It is actually a honey mustard.
Oh, a homemade honey mustard. Okay, here I'm going in with the okra. That's good.
Surprise? Not slimy at all. Drop some of mine. It turned out really, really well. Can I have a towel, please? Wow. The crust on that. Now, I did the crust very similar to what we did when we did the sriracha wings. So,
Cauliflower wings, right? And still another mushroom.
it's not stealing. I made them for you.
Oh my gosh.
So these are actually, there's no sliminess whatsoever to the okra. That's a good chew.
Good job, honey.
Thank you. Now, they have arugula on the bottom. So they add some peppery taste to it. So arugula, a little bit of strawberry. I'll get a little tiny potato. And I'll try to get one of these morels on here. So that's a bite and a half.
He looked like a rabbit. Little stems hanging out of his mouth.
Very earthy. But what's nice is with the strawberry, it has that tartness that cuts through that, which is really, really nice. Along with the mustard on there and the honey, adds a little bit of sweet depth to it. So
Home run, honey.
Thank you. Coming from just 3 ingredients that we picked up at Colasanti's, I was able to come up with this. Now I'm going to try this in there. See how that tastes.
Oops. He's addicted to my vegan ranch. It's a good recipe.
This was definitely a fun challenge. Now, it wasn't chopped, but we'll have to do that eventually.
Yeah, when the kids come home.
Exactly.
We need judges.
Yeah, can't give it to the cats or the dog. But no, this is definitely a good meal. I think probably my favorite part are the morels and the okra.
I like it all, so.
Oh, I'm glad. And then, of course, I love arugula. I can't leave that out. But that wasn't one of the ingredients in it. But
It wasn't.
if you guys are new here, if this is your first time, go ahead, pop down, hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to it, get all of our notifications. And honey, they can get newsletters now, can't they?
They can, and in those, lots of good information, including recipes.
And where would we find those? Sorry, putting her on the spot. Had to let her swallow. www.makemyfoodawesome.com. And you
Hold
can get
on.
our newsletters. You can
have
also
a
get one
arugula.
of one of our. At least it's not mint. You can get one of our other free recipes there, which is our Hawaiian crock pot chickpea chili, which is very, very delicious.
Yes, it is.
And you can get recipes, like Tricia said, for our delicious meals. Now, this is one that I created just from scratch, and I enjoyed making it. And here's my challenge to you guys: go out, try doing something like this. You maybe have your kids pick 3 items that you normally don't cook with, and cook them a meal. See what you can come up with. Let us know. Post it in the comments, or else you can get a hold of us over on Facebook, which is a great place as well.
Yeah, we would love to hear from you and your stories.
So we hope to see you guys back here on Make My Food Awesome. We hope you guys have a great day and enjoy eating and cooking.